All right, we are started.
Are we live?
We are live on YouTube.
Let's get it. Welcome back, baby. Welcome back. CeleTake Podcast, episode 6. People are in the chat.
Can we explain why we were late? Because it wasn't my fault again.
It wasn't my fault.
It was.
Why
He had a game.
Yeah.
He had a game. That's why we're running behind, and then we had some technical difficulties per usual. But we would have started at 9:05.
There you go.
No
Luke.
later.
Luke's been wondering where
And
we're at.
before we even start, my eyes fucked up. Just want to show you guys. Just before you start making fun of me in the comments, I got headbutted. So yes, I look like an idiot.
Did you return the favor or just?
No, it didn't hurt at all.
Oh,
like
right.
I was getting posted up. He was like 18 years old, and he put his head back and he hit me, and he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry." I'm like, "No, you're good, man." I was like, "Your head okay?"
He didn't
Yeah.
score though.
And then no, we checked the ball up.
Yeah.
And then I was like, "What the hell is in my eye?" Because I
Yeah.
kept seeing something looking down, and then I started feeling it. And I'm like, "Ah, shit!" It was really swollen, and I've been icing it like crazy. And then I asked the kid I was playing against. I'm like, "Yo, what is this?" He's like,
Yeah.
"Ugh!" And I was like, "All right, it's time to go." So that's the story of my eye. And then I kicked his fucking ass.
But if it's your first time joining us, this is a podcast where we talk anything and everything Silly Nation. You always have me, Eric, your host. Next to me, you got the co-host and league owner of Silly Nation, Mike himself. Now, to help us talk all about it, we always have 2 players or 2 members from the league. This time, we got 2 players from the Makos. On my right, you got in his second season, reigning Rookie of the Year. Last season, won Rookie of the Year, and he was a Silly All-Star. You got your boy, Joel, a.k.a. 1v1 God, in the building.
What's up?
For the first time.
Thank you for having me.
And on my left, another member of the Makos, we got Shot Doc. Yes, sir. Third season with the league. Oh, my bad. 4th season. No, third season.
Season 3.
All right, let's jump straight into it. We had an exciting week. Let's start with game 1.
No. We're not
Oh.
skipping over
Oh,
the breaking news.
Oh, you want to do it now?
We got to start the podcast with the breaking news because this
Do it
is
now.
exciting. I don't even know if you
Do it.
guys know what happened
What happened?
I'm not too sure with the breaking news. I feel like I do know.
with the
but-
magicians.
Oh, okay, I do know.
The magicians, have you guys heard?
Why do they won? That's
They
all
did
right.
win,
Yeah.
but there's even
Yes.
there's
That is the
even
breaking news.
there is bigger news than that, and this is something that we've kept on the hush. The magicians, obviously, they're in the know, but officially, let me see if this pops up. We just froze. Gator has been eliminated from the league
Really?
entirely.
Why?
He will not be. I will explain everything. He will not be the captain. He will not be a player. And Jordan Boogie Burton has taken over as the captain. He has come in. So the role of a captain is rather simple. We look for dedicated people who are there the whole entire time, week in, week out.
Yeah.
You're supposed to help out. You get into the league for free because you're asked to do more. He's missed 40% of the league so far this season. Left early another week, and I get he's got obligated, he got whatever he's got going on, that's fine. But he's already been on a short leash as far as season 3. He was almost kicked out due to his behavior. Season 4, we gave him another chance because we expanded to 7 teams and we brought Luke in. And then season 5, he just hasn't been really meeting those obligations. So with the flagrant foul, with him, his tardiness, and then the most recent was the lack of control that he has of his team. In week 2, they had Darvis, who was not even a part of this league, coaching on their sideline. And we explicitly said, well, okay, at that time I said, just go stand on the other sideline, we'll address this later. So after that week, captains had a vote in the captain's chat. We all agreed. We drafted accordingly. I drafted Mitch in the 5th round. Gator drafted Noah in the 5th round. We're drafting guys to help us coach. That's why you're drafted. Guys are drafted that know the game to help coach.
Yeah.
Or else those guys would fall a little bit lower in the draft. So we don't have coaches for that reason. We all agreed on that. Gator, instead of relaying the message, allowed this guy to, I don't know if this is true or not, but what I heard was be in their group chat. I know for a fact he's coaching during the games. He's there on the other sideline, and last week he is running up and down that whole entire sideline, which would not even be allowed for a coach on this side. And that was kind of like the straw that broke the camel's back because Gator was already on thin ice, and we all agreed that there needs to be some kind of repercussion. There were a couple different things thrown around. we led to the decision unanimously, the captains, not just me. I'm not a cheater. I'm 0-5. The captains unanimously agreed that Gator's time is done. If he wants to come back as a player in the future, by all means. I've been friends with Gator for 15 years. It's not personal. It's strictly for the league. It's strictly for the best experience for the Magicians and for the whole entire league as an entirety. Boogie is a guy that, not even playing, has been there every single week. Every single game has helped out. No questions asked. So we thought he was a good role. With that being said, when he came on board, that put them at 9 players. And then we had to get rid of Gator in order for that to work. Anybody on that roster, we went through those options first. None of those guys meet the criteria for a captain.
Yeah.
Mike Mitchell plays football. I know he is interested in being a captain, but he plays football. He's not there all the time. Chili has to leave for work. He's not there all the time. Noah made it evidently clear that he does not want to be a captain. So from that standpoint, this was what we felt was best. We all agreed, and I know the Magicians were upset, but I got messages today that they have Boogie's back. They have faith in what they're doing, so I hope nothing but success except for this week against us. But other than that, nothing but success for the Magicians. And put your opinions in the comments. So
That's a good fit.
Let's hear you guys' opinions.
I mean, honestly, I love Gator, former captain. So I got mad love for Gator. He never gave me no issues. I know you said season 3. I'm pretty sure I was in season 3.
no, you were season 4.
Okay.
Season 4, he did a phenomenal job.
Okay.
Yes, it was season 3 when he was on thin ice.
Yeah, so I haven't really spoken to him outside of basketball. So some people are different, like on the court and off the court. Like really nobody knows me outside of like what I do like on the court. So I don't know what type of guy he is. I'm assuming he's a great guy, but I haven't seen him at most of the games. So I was wondering what was going on. I thought maybe like he was sick. Everything. Like a lot of people have different stuff going on. So it's real interesting that y'all made them type of decisions. I see just overall, it seems like the league is just getting more and more like structured, more and more like refined. So it makes sense why y'all did it. But yes, I'm sad to see Gator go, man.
As we are, and once again, he is invited to come play again. It's not like an expulsion from the league.
Yeah.
He just had to step down as a captain.
Sure.
Kyle, if you...
I mean, me and him clicked pretty good. I mean, I played against him a bunch of times, Lakeside League. I mean, we've kind of clicked and said some slick shit, back and forth. But I mean, he had a good game the week before. That was the thing. He came out and played better. But I mean, he's captain. He's got to be committed. I mean, that's pretty straightforward.
Yeah. And that was the biggest issue.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's jump into the games. First game, the Panthers versus La Familia. The good old Purple Panthers fall to La Familia 78-71. We got Mike Parker dropping 19 points, 3 assists, and 8 rebounds with Braylon. Also getting 19 points and 3 assists, 3 rebounds. You got Fritz for the Panthers on a losing effort with 18 points, 5 assists, 5 rebounds. Corbin decides to turn up. Big game. 17 points, 3 assists, 6 rebounds. Now, for La Familia, that's 4 straight after they lost in week 1.
Mm-hmm.
What do you see that on the court that they did from week 1 that's helping them continue the streak?
I mean, personally, I think they're well coached. Tony's a great coach. He coaches, I believe, high school as well.
Travel ball and all that,
Yeah, he's a great coach. So for me personally, I think he's a little bit abrasive, but it makes it work. I think Braylon, he's a well-refined player. He steps up when he needs to step up. I think they have a lot of guys that know how to listen to instruction, know how to execute on the court. They're really the only team that presses and that can make that type of stuff work. I think maybe the Goblins could do it as well, but I just think they're really good at adjusting. I know me and Mike were talking. One of the reasons why he likes the Goblins, for example, is because they can close out games, and I think La Familia does a good job at that too. So I think that's why they kind of coming around.
What do you see, Luka?
I mean, going in like on paper before the season started, they have one of the better teams clearly. Kind of like how they always do. But I'll be honest, like in the back of my mind, I feel like a couple of the games they kind of squeaked them out. Like I just going on our end for a second. Yeah. The 2 games we lost, the Makos, it was our mistakes. It wasn't really them beating us. Yeah. Like dumb foul, a couple of stupid turnovers, But I mean, they definitely turn it around if you lose the first game and lock in and win 4 in a row. I mean,
they got good.
The thing is, they're pretty balanced. They have one game you'll have Santi get 20 something, then your next game you have Braylon get 40, And then you got I like John Kerry. He's a glue guy. He's kind of he plays different than I do, but I'm kind of like a glue guy in that way, doing little things here and there. But he's their glue guy in that way. So I like how he plays. So.
What about you, Mike?
I mean, I agree with everything they say. I still have the same questions about that roster because they're very top heavy. The thing that you got that game was Mike Parker played well.
Yeah.
Previous game against us, he went 1 for 10. So what version of Mike Parker are you going to get? He's always going to give you high intensity. He's always going to give you high energy. But if him and John Kerry aren't playing well, that team doesn't go, in my opinion. The game against us, John Kerry had 15 points. Probably shot 60, 70%. Granted, Braylon went 4 for 4 from 3. Like, there was other efforts, but, like, it's proven in this league that it's not 1 or 2 guys that are going to win. And as good as Braylon and Santi are, they do need that assistance from Mike Parker and from John Kerry because the rest of that roster is a bunch of just kind of role players. And there's no disrespect to those guys. Horace has stepped up. He's played better. But I still don't see him as a bona fide starter in this league. And he's in that starting role now on that team because they don't have a lot of size. So I think that team has a lot of strengths, but they also have a lot of weak points that if a well-coached team sees them, they can exploit that and they can beat that team. It's just, like we spoke about, they close out games well. They do close out games. They're well coached because of tone. They have that press, which everybody seems to just dribble out of, which makes zero sense. But they're doing a great job, and all credit to them. They're probably towards the top of the power rankings if we look at that. They're the team to beat. They're 4-1 in that Orange County Conference. So, I mean, all praise to La Familia right now.
All praise. For the Panthers, we scored 71 points. It was our highest of the season without our number 1 pick. But still wasn't enough. What do you think we could have did a little better?
Get Dom.
That's it.
Yeah, you guys actually, you know what's crazy? Dom's my boy. I played Dom. I trained Dom. I've known Dom for a while. As good as he is, you guys actually look, in my opinion, better. Team-wise.
Because you have Fritz stepping up big.
Yes. Yeah, and you know what? He chooses his points where he's a little more aggressive than usual. When Dom steps back, he kind of takes the almost second chair, second fiddle. But I mean, he can pass the ball pretty well. You know, he picks and chooses his spots. He's played well the last 2 weeks. Corbin had a great game. Ish had a really good game last week.
He hit his layups.
Actually hit a 3-pointer. I haven't seen him hit a 3-pointer in probably 4 years. Yeah, I mean, that's it's kind of, you guys are kind of just like what's the other team? A different scale, but the Reapers. If you're all your role guys, your team, if they all contribute, you guys are up there. I mean, it's just same thing with when we probably get to Reapers, talk to them a little bit, but
Me?
Yeah, go for it.
I mean, I didn't get to watch the whole your guys' whole game, but I know for the fact when y'all beat us, the morale was a little bit different. So I'm just gonna assume, because like I said, I didn't watch the whole game, and you can't hear the sidelines. You guys coach, but I feel like when you guys play well, it's a lot more supportive. I hear you yelling. But it's not like critiquing; it's more supportive, and I feel like all the teams that do well, they're not killing each other on the sidelines. They're supporting each other. They're standing up and they're kind of rallying each other, especially when you make mistakes. Kind of that bounce back mentality. So I feel like usually when games lose by a couple points, it's a couple key errors, and usually like 1 or 2 guys might give up a couple possessions too early, and I feel like that's why you guys probably fell a little bit short. What do you think? Why did you guys?
Freaking Andre Berg, man. Every freaking game, dude.
He's good for a 3.
Dude, every game is insane. It's insane to me. Literally this week he hit a pump fake sidestep 3. I was like, all right, man.
That's the Berg for us. But to answer your question, personally, I was thinking that towards the end, because we did take the lead, like with 1:30 seconds left. So definitely it comes to like finishing. Yeah. And that I take a huge responsibility on that one, because that foul on Mike Parker, that gave him like 1-1. He went and shot the free throw. That right there was a stupid foul. Yeah. That right there blew the whole.
Yeah, I think I told you on Sunday. You guys had 2 identical halves. Like the last 2 minutes of each half, you just a couple mistakes. That's what it cost you guys. I mean,
that foul right there just blew us mentally. That was our last point. That was it. All right, game 2. We got the Reapers versus the Ghost Riders. For the Reapers, this was like you said first episode, we said the Reapers 1.5 games under 60 points. They got their first one last game, 64-49.
I thought it was 2.5 games. I thought it was 2.5.
No,
2 games?
Yeah, 1.5. We can't do 2.5. 2.5 is too much more.
I voted the over.
I voted the under.
I know everybody else did. I took the over. I think Parker took the over.
They look scary. They look scary. So what do you think was the key for their offensive explosion for the Reapers?
You can go ahead. You can go this one first.
Like I said, I haven't been too tuned in. I kind of just really focus on our game, so it'd probably be better for God.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I actually stayed there for almost all 4 games this week. I mean, we all know they can play defense.
Yep.
They're a little undersized down low. That's their one weakness defensively.
Yeah.
Offensively, literally, if that basket was ocean, they couldn't put it in for the first 3 or 4 weeks. So they had guys step up and actually hit some shots. Nick hit layups. Josiah Chop scored a couple buckets.
I think he had 8, right?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah. So I mean, you had,
8.
and I don't even think Sway scored his usual 20 or something. I think he probably only had.
Yeah, 19.
19.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. 19. It didn't look like it. But,
Sterling double digits. Is that their only other player to reach double digits this
I think so.
this season?
Fonzo got like 9. No, I think
Fonzo had 2 threes.
Had 13 once. In like week 2 probably.
Yeah. Their biggest thing, I just don't know how often they can duplicate that.
Yeah.
Offense, that's their only challenge. That's their only thing holding back.
But we did see Sauce change the rotation. Had Sterling come off the bench and Fonzo started, so maybe that could be the key to getting Sterling to keep going.
Yeah, if he hits shots, I mean, you don't look half bad if he hits shots.
Yeah.
So that's for sure.
What do you think, Mike?
I believe everybody on their team scored.
That's
very
right.
important.
That's
I
probably right.
believe, and that's a key of moving the ball and getting everybody involved. Not all their stats are done, Joe. It's only the first 2 games. But you can correct me on that if I'm wrong. If all the Reapers scored. But I know Jacob Nolan hit one at the buzzer at the end.
Everybody
But
scored,
yeah, I mean, and that's what it's going to be. We've said it from the beginning that if Sway's the only one scoring, then they're not going to be able to win a game. And I mean, they still put a game off on us, but everybody scored. Role players stepped up. Alfonso hit shots. Nick hit layups. Sterling hit shots. Josiah hit shots. They're going to win games if they can play like that because their defense is there. They can hold teams under 60. It's can they score 60, and they scored 64. So they're going to win those games. In my opinion, if they can score over 60, they're probably going to win the game because they're not going to get into a shootout with any team.
The only other thing that did benefit them would have been their matchup nightmare was
Trayvon.
Trayvon wasn't there. They don't have nobody on their team that is that size that can keep up with them. They have Sway, they have Sterling kind of, but they're undersized compared to what he is. So definitely made it tough on Vaughn. Obviously he was frustrated.
Yeah, he was frustrated.
But that's what Sway and Nick do. They're those guys that get in your head, and that's what they were able to do to Vaughn. And I've said that since the scrimmages. The key to beating Vaughn is to get into his head, play that mental game, and they started it from the very beginning of that game. Ryan played very good. I don't know what Ryan had.
Fantastic. Yeah, he started. Yeah, he was 13, but he started fantastic. Kind of slowed down.
Yeah,
I was on the Ghost Riders bench.
So they should get a tech.
Yeah, I know you said we can't do that no more, but I was watching, and it seems like Ryan, he came out aggressive. I love when Ryan comes out aggressive, even when we were playing the 1v1 tournament. I didn't know he was that skilled. He's extremely skilled.
He's very good.
Me personally, I like looking at Vaughn only having like 1 assist as the primary ball handler. I just don't see how any team wins like that.
Yeah.
I don't think any team wins like that.
How many shot attempts did Vaughn have? Out of curiosity?
Shot 13 field goal attempts.
That's not that many. So where are all their field goal attempts?
I don't even know. I'm surprised. I'm actually surprised they lost because Axel was a monster on the boards, but I don't see no stats for Axel. No rebounds, no nothing. But correct me if I'm wrong. He was on the boards, right?
He didn't play that much.
He didn't look like that.
Honestly, I thought he kind of had an off week.
Because he was butting heads with Vaughn, and so he subbed himself out of the game and he stopped playing. I know in the second half, he might have not even played in the second half.
I think he took his shoes off.
He did take his shoes off. He was fiddling with his ankle brace and then he never went back in. Tried to go over and talk to him for a little bit. I mean, they were down by like 8 with 8 minutes. Like there was plenty of time for them to get in that game, and they with Vaughn, it starts top down. Yeah. And with Vaughn being out of the game, the rest of that team just kind of fell behind them.
For sure.
Yeah.
So for the Ghost Riders, should they just like look past it since they didn't have Trayvon?
They shouldn't look past it. They need to figure out what happened and how to not allow that to happen again. Because what we saw is what I spoke about with Vaughn being a mental case and taking himself out of the game. That's exactly what I said. And because he's so ball dominant, if he takes himself out of the game, they're going to lose that game.
Yeah.
So unless he gets off the court and he takes a back seat and he's like, hey, it's not my day, which he would never do. No. But he says, it's not my day. You guys got it. I'm going to support you for sure. But that's how you could kind of get past that. But they got to figure out a way to keep him engaged, keep him on, because he, when on, is one of the best players in the league.
Yeah, when you have his rhythm, he was out of rhythm. I think he only hit 1 3, one of those in rhythm pull-up threes. You know, if he's hitting 1 or 2 of those, you know he's there to play.
He's feeling it for sure.
Yeah, he's there to play. So.
All right, let's talk about the third game. The most exciting game of the podcast. The Dogs versus the Makos.
I don't have stats for that, sorry.
Yeah, we don't have stats.
That's all right. You guys don't
I know my
I wanted to take it easy on the last episode was kind of rough. He was 0-4, now he's 0-5, so we're going to put a little slack on you.
No, you don't. Please don't. Please don't.
No, honestly, I don't have much to say. We were playing 5-on-3. They had 6 players, but only 3 contributed, in my opinion. Not I know it sounds kind of harsh, but that's all it really was. That's what it was. I think if they had their main guard, Chef, and we had Yusuf. Having Chef is definitely more valuable. Yusuf's my boy, he's my teammate, but having Chef on their team is a little more valuable than having Yusuf on our team. As you saw our game, everything was more balanced. I didn't even have that great a game. I didn't really do too much, just basic stuff. But he had his biggest game. Everybody else, Luke, I think he almost had 10 points. Yep. Which is huge.
Yeah, for sure.
I think he missed.
Yeah.
I think he went 3 for 4.
Everybody contributed. It was just like solid overall. Everybody played their role, and it was honestly, to me, I said to your brother, I was like, this game's kind of just like going by. It's kind of boring. We're just kind of doing like normal basketball stuff and just handle business. They were trying to compete. Mike was playing his ass off. But they didn't have enough oomph. They didn't have that's all it really was.
The story of our season.
Yeah.
Not enough.
Yeah.
But 1v1, mentally knowing that Yusuf wasn't going to be in this game, knowing the season you've been having, it's not the season that I know you don't want to have.
For sure. Yeah, not at all.
Would you have that mentality like, I'm about to come out here and drop 30 or?
Oh yeah, I definitely had a mentality like I was trying to break the scoreboard.
Hey, you said you were going to get 40 plus.
Yeah, 40
you
plus.
Didn't do that.
I didn't, but it's just in my nature. I just try to make the right play a lot. Sometimes when I play, like especially the other couple of games, I was trying to be the glue guy, like for example Kyle is, and I don't think that's necessarily my role or why they got me on the team. They got me on the team to attract attention, score buckets. And you kind of be like a vocal leader a little bit, kind of just play basketball at a high level.
And create off attacking. Yeah. That's the biggest. Yeah,
exactly.
It's hard when when you have 2 ball dominant guys like we do. There's not enough. Sometimes there's not enough ball and that's something we still gotta work on in the second half of the season. That's probably our biggest thing. I feel like we can make it work. Yeah. If we just,
if we got a couple of kinks to work out. I think defense. We're just stepping up just a little bit. Every game where we're getting a little bit faster on the switches, we're getting a little bit more communicative. I feel like overall as a team, we're every game, Yusuf or not, we are improving. And I'm not saying without Yusuf we are improving. I'm just saying every game, no matter what, I feel like we're tweaking 1 or 2 little details. I like the fact that almost everybody scored. I wish Fadi would have got a bucket. He was the only person that didn't score. I tried to get him in the game once Kyle fouled out to get him a bucket, but the whole team scored. When I scored 20 plus. I want to have 10 plus assists. I think I had 10 rebounds. So I want to make sure I'm just contributing all around. I know rebounds has been a thing for us. John stepped up a lot. I didn't know John had handles like that.
Oh yeah.
John was getting saucy. I'm not gonna lie. But it was a great game. I think. AJ he had a way better game.
That was the best game of the season.
That was kind of our game plan though.
Yeah.
Going into, in our chat.
I told the guys in the chat. I don't think we can lose a game if their best player has 30 and nobody else contributes. Mike made a couple of great plays, but I just don't feel like you got any team can win with their top guy scoring 30 and the rest of the team not contributing. So we were perfectly comfortable if AJ gets a switch and he tries to go down here and he gets a couple layups.
All those logo layups.
Yeah, they can't win the game. So it has to be a team effort. And even me and AJ was talking. We said. He said, you played well. He said, at the end of the day, it's about the other guys. Who can get their other guys to contribute. And he said, we did that, and that's how we can win the game. So, yeah, that's how, like I said, we won, and we're happy about it, yeah. Without Yusuf, sorry, I love you, Yusuf, but what did he say? Q, I told Q to remind me. He said we're nothing without him. And obviously he was mad, but we are not nothing without Yusuf. Yeah, we're most definitely something. So he said this he was supposed to come off the bench this game. So I don't know if his ego would allow him to come off the bench next game, but Yusuf, I love you, bro. But let's see how we can. Like I said, I want to win. When I was on the Magicians, I was coming off the bench.
Brandon was coming off the bench.
I was coming off the bench initially, the first couple of games, and I wasn't even playing well. I'm stepping out of bounds. I'm doing a bunch of stuff like I've never played basketball. But then when Braylon left, they were like, we were gonna lose, and then we won and we kept winning. We didn't lose until the last game with Nick Choi. When Nick Choi wasn't there because we figured out a 2-man game. So, and then I think I had 20 something, and I think Braylon had 20 something. But it's not about that. It's about who can get their whole team to contribute. So, yeah, I think we'll be good. We'll figure it out as a team.
All right, Mike, as a captain, what are you telling your team when you just lost your game, now you're 0-5, you lost half of the season already? Like, what are you telling your team to, like, boost morale and boost the hope up a little bit?
5-5. We're still the best team in my head.
Mm-hmm.
And I understand that, like, we've lost this game. Was the first game where, like, I'm not upset about the loss. We were simply outmatched. There was nothing I could do. You haven't hit threes all season, and now you want to hit every three on me. And I watched it back, and I'm like, my defense was actually pretty good. I was there for the most part, and you guys were using the screens effectively. You were putting me in a position where I'm working through Kyle, I'm working through Q, Luke, Fadi, all these guys to try to keep up with a guy who's quicker and better than me. And now I got to work through screens to try to guard you. The effort was there. Yeah. AJ played a great game. I missed a lot of layups. Spank missed a lot of layups. Pat comes hungover, gives us absolutely nothing on offense. Ryan got to shoot the ball. And Omar, we did not know how to use you. So if we're looking at that, I'm the second guy on our team. I had 11 points. Yeah. I got to help out. I got to score 15 to 20 in that kind of game, and I knew that going in, and I forced more, and I did more, and I missed. And I knew that if that's the case, we're going to lose this game. And that's what happened. So like, I'm not upset about that loss because looking at it, they should have beat us, in my opinion. But the whole game, I stayed positive, and I felt like the team, I mean, they were getting steals up until 2 seconds in the game. Mm-hmm. Like, they fought. I think that was the first time where I really saw, like, a care to win. Yeah. Out of any of the games, they really stepped up. So I hope that carries in. We got runs in Monday together. Montel's coming out. I think having Montel is going to help. Yeah, he'll be here for the rest of the season.
He's a big question mark.
Yeah.
He's either going to help you guys a lot or kind of just be there. It depends how he comes.
I feel like he's going to help us because we don't have rebounding. And that's the biggest thing he's going to help.
He's an athlete. Yeah.
I feel like it's going to help. It's going to give us some IQ. It's a lot. I had 5 turnovers. I know I didn't do the stats, but I'm counting as I'm doing it, getting pissed at myself. I had 5 turnovers. 3 of them are like on passes that if I'm on the same page with my teammate, it's a dime, but they're not either athletic enough or just mentally looking for the ball, so the ball is going past them. Yeah. And that's the thing that I think having another guy that's played on the Crocs, played at a pro level, it's another guy where my passes are now, all right, we're on a similar wavelength IQ-wise. I can throw these passes, and you're going to know that the ball is coming to you. So I'm optimistic. I think that we can turn this thing around. I do think that the Magicians are hot. They are probably going to take out their frustrations of losing Gator on me because it all seems to come back to me. So we'll see how it goes, but I think Black Eye Mike is going to be the next evolution of this team. I've got my ass kicked. Now I'm getting abused as a dog. I don't know what else to do, but I'm hoping that we can pull out a W and turn this thing around. But we're 2 games behind the Reapers. We're not out of playoff contention. We can win 5. You guys could lose. Like, we could be anywhere in our conference. Goblins could lose. Goblins could lose the next 5. Nobody knows what can happen. It's 5 games. Everybody has won. Everybody has lost. Anybody can win any game. We haven't been blown out once. We've had 2 games where we lost by 1. We had another game where we lost in overtime. Like, I'm not counting us out.
Yeah, for sure.
And you made it clear
Yeah, you guys are
you're
scared.
afraid of us.
Whoa.
You did last. You're rooting against us because you want us to lose because you don't want to see us in the playoffs.
You guys are scary on one game
No,
series.
playoff.
Yeah.
What's the update on Dom though? How's he?
He's supposed to be back for our game.
Yeah.
2 weeks?
Yeah, 3 weeks.
Oh, 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He'll be back for the most important game.
Yeah.
But you have to stay optimistic. If I'm not in the huddle being optimistic, we're gonna just crumble.
You guys just need one. You guys need a win, and then
Yes,
you,
I think
you guys should be
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
What about,
right.
wait, before
Yeah,
we
go ahead.
continue, we're not gonna talk about Stephen the Kid and
Oh.
the trash talk.
Oh yeah, go ahead. I didn't get to watch.
In the Mako's chat. I mean, I didn't even really want to get into it because it's not worth my time. But you got like
I know
the biggest thing in this league. You got to listen to who's talking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
That's so.
Definitely.
Steve Kid, sorry, Steve Kid,
Knock
but
out, bro.
you're not relevant. It's been the Mako's chat that he watched our game. They were like, "Oh, Kai, man, what'd you do to Steve, man? Like, why is he riding and all this?" I'm like, "I don't know what I did. All I did was talk a little shit, bump him last game." Or
What
whatever.
did he say? Was it
He said he's a dirty player.
He said,
do
yeah,
cheap
you know-
stuff.
you know-
He did a little cheap stuff.
he did in this game, maybe because he felt bad for us, but he did not this
did
game.
not.
No,
He
no,
didn't do
you know what he said on the thing? He said when Brandon was dribbling, where Nick called the carry,
Yeah.
okay, and then I ended up fouling out off that because they had to call something, which is it's whatever.
No,
But
I think they should
No,
just
yeah,
let him
they,
play.
yeah, like okay, I bumped him a little bit. He said that was a dirty play. I was trying to take out his knee. No, I wasn't. I wasn't even trying to do anything. Like there's a minute left in the game. Why am I going to do that for? But I don't know.
He was talking mad shit the whole entire
Man.
time.
Yeah.
But in all fairness to Steve,
he was talking.
no,
shit
it was
to everybody.
definitely like negative towards you. It was
Okay.
more like joking towards everybody else, but
Yeah.
he was making fun of everybody.
Yeah, he was.
But he was definitely going at Kyle in a
He said
different
that.
way of like, I
But
hate this guy.
I'll
type
say
shit.
one positive thing about it with your team. This is because the third season. Has he been here? How long has he been? Since season 3?
Season 2.
Yeah.
Season 2. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen him 3 seasons now. This is probably the best that he's played his role.
Yeah.
But his role.
Yeah.
Let's not like go crazy. Like he's averaging probably like 2 to 4 points a game and like 4 rebounds. I
Yeah.
mean, it's not like he's like out there
Understand.
killing. He's doing what he's supposed to do. But like,
He is the villain of the league.
Yeah.
We all know.
hey, if that's what gets him going and gets him ready, I mean, he can do all that. But I mean, we're on 2 completely different stratospheres when it comes to basketball. We're not in the same league whatsoever.
How do you
So-
feel about the bigs in this league, Mike? The bigs, like, cause I feel like Spank, he was trying to be aggressive, but I just felt like he was just too
But
set
you
up.
know the thing is, like, yeah, I'm a little out of shape, but
Yeah.
like a lot of the bigs in the league aren't really like bigs. Like
Right.
Spank's like you can tell by the way he moves, he's probably like a small forward.
Yeah.
Wait,
Probably
the,
kind of like
the thing that he said
Yeah.
before the game and in the second half to us is, "Let me play my game. I'm a guard." So
You know what he said?
from what I heard from Dean, because he's in his early to mid 30s.
Yeah.
What I heard from Dean was his highlights in high school were crazy, jumping out the gym type shit, and then he's
I
been
bet,
played
yeah.
with injuries since then.
Yeah.
So he was probably a guard in high school, super bouncy, super athletic, got to the rim with ease. Now with the injuries and him having kids and like not being able to play as frequently, I feel like he still thinks that that's his game. Whereas in this league, because there's no real bigs,
Yeah.
he could just dominate if he posted up because he's probably the strongest guy in the league.
Yeah.
If we really look at it.
Yeah.
As far as the
Besides
bigs,
me.
as far as the bigs overall, I will say I slept on Tyreek. I think season 3 he didn't really have any opportunity to show what he could do
Yeah, he
because
kinda-
Corey didn't pass the ball.
yeah, he kind of stunk it up.
So I didn't think he was going to be able to provide much, but for this Goblins team, he's played phenomenal.
Yeah.
Q, he's not playing as good as he did at the end of the season last year, but he is
So
the
he's still a force.
best pure big in the league.
For sure.
Not even a question. His post game is very good. He's very good at just knowing his role
Yeah.
on the team.
Screens, ceiling. Like
I don't know if you consider yourself a big because you're a larger guy, but you're not a big. You're a stretch 4 in this league at
yeah,
best.
I should probably post that more. Honestly, I just don't.
Yeah, well, because
why-
you have Q too.
Yeah, and like
You can put
the way
Shannon
I think
off.
now, like I'm not as fast as I used to be. I've been through injuries and whatnot like that.
Right.
Like, why am I gonna work my ass off for 2 when I can get 3?
Yeah, fine.
That's my mindset.
And you
like,
have
yeah,
Joel
yeah,
and
yeah.
you have Yusuf who can drive the lane, so you might as well just spread out for.
Like I can still handle the ball a little bit, but when I got 2 ball dominant guys, it's not really needed as much. So,
Yeah.
So
You got Steve the Kid who.
Got Chan in there.
I haven't gotten a Chan yet. Chan's playing phenomenal, and so is
he's
Axel.
playing good this season.
Yeah,
He is,
Chan's playing very good. He's looking like season 3 Chan. Steve the Kid, hit or miss. I know he's not gonna like hearing that. He's hit or miss. He can't really.
He's playing better than the last 2 seasons.
He's playing better. Than
He's
he
been
has.
consistent for
Yeah,
you
yeah.
guys. Like
he
the-
grabs rebound.
yeah,
It's the
yeah.
it's his mindset offensively that he should be like this superstar scoring, whereas his role is more of a force on defense because of his size and ability to grab rebounds. He wants to be a superstar that's scoring 20 a game. That's just not his. That's not his
Put in the
role.
work for it. That's what
Yeah. Okay. Sure. I don't know the work he does, but that's not his role. That's not what in this team, in the
That's
system.
on your team? No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's so many.
You have too many guys, bro.
Yeah, there's so many talented guys.
Yeah, he has him on his team, but he doesn't even get mentioned because I mean he's got like 3 or 4 guys that are clear, doing more.
Chan playing
so-
phenomenal.
Yeah.
Who else is even a big in this league?
Mm.
There's nobody else. La Familia doesn't have one.
No.
The Reapers don't have one.
Just side child, but he's kind of like
Magicians
he likes
don't
to
have
shoot.
one. I guess Chili can't
Oh,
buy a
yeah.
layup
Oh my
this
God,
year.
He can't buy
Man,
a
he
layup,
works
yeah.
his butt off. He's in the right
I-
spot every time. He just can't
He
freaking.
is my favorite player
Yeah.
to watch because he goes on.
Yeah.
He matches my energy perfect. He
He's
is a
like-
psychopath, but he cannot finish a layup.
If anybody's been in Celebration, okay, a year or 2 younger than me, Chris Bowman. He's like
Yep.
Chris Bowman, exactly. Like
Yeah.
athlete, always in the right spot, grabs every rebound. But I mean, Chris Bowman made layups. Like if Chili literally made layups, he would be averaging probably almost 15 points a game.
Yeah.
Literally just off putbacks and
Cool.
dish off passes, layups. Like it's kills. I was watching the game. I was like, yo, there's no way. There's no way.
Yeah, I think the thing this year is there's no real bigs. Like
Yeah.
Quinton's the only big.
Yeah.
But like last year and in seasons previous, you had Vin, you had Joel, and you had Nick Choi.
Oh, boy.
We don't really have that.
I love playing against bigs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't have that this year, which I think is good because it's such a guard dominant league that it's
Yeah.
like the size is pretty even. I don't want one guy that's 6'10" and then everybody
Yeah,
else is like
Easy layups every time.
yeah, it's a different game that they're playing. So I would like if we have bigs, everybody to give
Have a big.
the opportunity to draft a big.
Yeah.
Whether they do it. Oh, Kyle King. Kyle King is 6'7". He's the biggest guy in the league.
Yeah, yeah.
He actually has played pretty good.
Yeah, he's played good.
He has
yeah.
played pretty good.
Yeah.
But
I know a 7-foot guy that might be coming to tryouts next season.
Speaking of Kyle King,
no, Ramella, there we go.
Goblins.
Right on cue, Dean says
Four.
Kyle King too. Yeah, sorry, I forgot about Big Bird. He's been talking mad shit to me, so fuck Kyle King. Nah, I love Kyle.
But game 4, the Goblins and the Magicians.
No stats for that, Dean.
No stats. No stats. No
And Gator,
stats.
who was kicked out.
I'm not gonna talk too much about it because apparently I have a personal agenda against the Goblins.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I'll talk about it.
Go ahead.
The night before, Juan and I played 10 games in a row of one-on-one. After shooting about 200 shots, my legs were fried. He weighs 35 pounds more than me. I know his legs were fried. We stopped because we were throwing up. Like we were at that fringe. I know his legs were fried. He went 0 for 7. He's not done that all season. Could not buy a bucket. I'm not going to make excuses, but with no Tyreek, no Kyle King, so they have no size. Juan was their next biggest guy. Him not being able to hit shots, they still take it to overtime.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't be upset if I'm the Goblins. I think that him and I need to never do that again. But like outside of that, Dre played great. Chief was aggressive. He actually took shots, hit shots. Batman, shout out Batman, multiple steals. He was in the right place at the right time on
He got
multiple
one.
occasions.
With one.
Yeah, he did, and then he got fouled and he didn't get the foul call. But great hustle for Batman. I love seeing that. Dean hit a runner. He hit a fucking layup. You never see that from Dean. Zane. I understand that it's brick of the day named after you. But you don't have to brick every shot.
Zane was killing last year, man.
I know,
Word.
but this is the thing.
But-
Season 2, he killed. Season 3, horrible.
Odd years?
Season 4, yep, that's what I'm saying. I said it before. Season 4, he played great. Season 5, I don't know about the odd years for Zane. Just sit out the odd seasons, Zane. Yeah, he's an even guy.
Yeah. I only stayed there for the first half, but I mean it was pretty even in the first half. But I can say something about Phil. The last 2 games, I know they got the little help with the coach on the sidelines and all that, but like ever since that trade, like he doesn't really force a lot. He just goes with the flow. He's like, kind of kept everything under the lid. I mean, he's kind of just played with the flow, and I mean, he looks good out there. I mean, I honestly think it's the bottom 2. I mean, not to talk shit, but the bottom 2 of our conference is Magicians and the Ghost. I think the Ghost Riders are going to kind of fall off a little bit, in my opinion. But they're going to be fighting for that last spot in our division. So.
I think that he only really shot when the ball kind of just fell to him.
Yeah.
And he just didn't miss.
Yeah.
He's a pure shooter, and if you don't close out on Phil, he's going to hit those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Gary didn't pass.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
Didn't pass.
Yeah,
he
did.
didn't
Yeah.
pass, and that's why he didn't fit with the Dogs. And multiple people said it in the broadcast. Multiple people said it after that. We already have multiple guys that don't pass.
Yeah.
We didn't need another guy that doesn't pass. Phenomenal scorer. I think Gary still had a great game.
Yeah.
No disrespect to him at all, but that didn't fit on our team. But it's helping Phil's game because now that they know he's not going to pass and Mike Mitchell's not going to pass,
Yeah.
Like Mitchell.
they can key in on that. Phil's literally, the ball just rolled to his feet multiple times,
Yeah.
and he'll hit an open three off of that.
And he's our best scorer.
Hands down.
Hands down, yeah.
Hands down. Don't figure that out because, like,
No, figure that out.
no, don't. Not this week. 2 weeks. Figure it out. But for sure, like, if they got Phil involved, that team is very good now.
Yeah, definitely.
And especially, and I know that they're like, oh, we lost Gator, and Gator played really good. You just won against the best team without Gator.
Yeah.
You don't need Gator. Boogie provides energy. Boogie is dedicated. Boogie really wants to win.
Yep.
And Boogie shot 60+% last year from the field.
He's a team guy. He's not really
Yeah.
force much. He's not
No,
gonna force
he's
much.
not selfish.
Yeah.
He plays hard defense. He's locked in, and he'll give you some of these and slap the floor. He's one of those guys. Like, he's a great energy guy.
Yeah.
So I think that
I think they're going to turn it around.
I think they're gonna turn it
They're
around,
Be really
too.
competitive the rest
Yes.
of the way.
I think so.
They are turning around. They're on a 2-game winning streak.
Exactly.
Right now, so do you think they keep it going?
they're a team that could end up 6-4 after us because they're gonna lose this next game, and then they could turn it around.
But do you think they can? Yeah.
I think that. I mean, sorry, Dogs, but I mean, I'll do the pick early, but they're probably going to take it this week too.
For sure.
Yeah.
They got 'em for sure.
Yeah.
They thought I was stupid when I said the magicians over the goblins. I told them, boys, mentally they're different.
And what was the score?
They lost in overtime by 3, something like that.
Yeah, I didn't know they didn't have Tyreek.
Yes,
That's
that's huge.
Yeah,
That is
yeah.
huge. Yeah, not having either one of their bigs, it's like that impacts the game, especially with the season that Ty's having.
All right, now it's time for what we've all been waiting on. Parker Power
Dun,
Rankings.
dun, dun.
We'll get this number up. All right, there you go. Kyle, you're in the seat.
I'm in the zone. All right.
Let's get Parker on the line.
Parker.
So if he's still awake,
Still is an issue on offense.
Parker.
Fuck, yes.
Parker.
I'm cast it on my TV.
Doctor.
Look at you.
He's got it on
look
there.
at my fucking eye. Look at this shit.
Are the dogs? Are we gotta call the dogs? Be like, they're beating each other up.
No, I was hanging out with Mike Vick earlier.
That sounds terrible. Great podcast. I fucking love you, Kyle. I fucking love you, Joel. This might be my favorite
Praise it up.
we've had in a long time. This is fucking great.
Most positive guy I've known since high school.
I love
I
Parker.
fucking love you, Kyle. Yes. Hey, Mike, you forgot about the one big guy that retired this season. You know who I'm talking about. I'm talking about me.
Parker, you were our best player last year.
I know. I fucking now. But if I was on Eric's team, anytime I hit a 3, he'd fucking sub me out. Eric, what are we doing?
Apparently that's what I do.
Yeah, every time bro hit a 3, you sub him out.
I know why you guys are here. I know what everyone
Yes,
wants
sir.
to hear. We had a week of upsets. Big week of upsets. It fucking turned the power rankings.
I know. Makos beat the
upside
Dogs. It was crazy.
Duh.
Huge
down. We had a
upset.
week of upsets. I don't know. Hold on. Anna's calling. Jesus. I'm busy, babe. We're working. We're working here. She's trying to race to Chick-fil-A. It's too late. I can't see
kinda
anybody.
close.
Can you guys even see me?
No, I can't see you, bro.
4
God
minutes.
damn it.
What the fuck is going on, Parker?
Anna was racing to Chick-fil-A, and then she got caught in traffic. I'm sure she called me and told me she couldn't get Chick-fil-A, so now I just go to bed hungry. God damn it.
Let's go to Wendy's or something.
Well, you know what? That's probably where I
Get
should
a
call.
$5 biggie bag.
I can't.
What the hell happened to the bit rate?
Hold on. Let me call you right back.
All right, we're gonna go to the next segment. All right.
Let's talk about since we're halfway through the season, let's talk
Some
about
league
a couple
leaders.
of league leaders. We'll start off with the points per game. Oh, is that him? There's Parker.
You don't have his number saved?
Thought I did.
You know how much easier it'd be if your number was saved?
All right.
All right.
Nobody appreciates
Right
my
back.
work. All right, let's get into it. Are you ready? I'm ready. Dogs, believe it or not, you guys are 8.
What?
Yeah, no. Big shock. 0-5.
I thought we were 9.
The best you can do all season now is 5-5. That's the best you can do. Best case scenario. I don't know if it happens, man. I'm sorry. I know you guys were down. You didn't have Montel, who you recently traded for. You didn't have Chef, who, again, I agree with you guys. Definitely helps you guys way more than the Makos not having Yusuf. I 100% agree. But goddamn, you guys got to be absolutely perfect to get into the playoffs right now. Can you do it?
Yeah.
All right. Jesus Christ! Don't get punched in the eye again. Fucking sicko. How did you get a black eye?
I already said in the beginning of the podcast, I got headbutted by this kid named Andrew.
Fucking Andrew.
I hope you're watching,
don't
Andrew.
You know he's the league owner.
I have a wedding on Saturday that Ash is in, and I got to take pictures for.
Don't worry, we'll touch you up. We'll get you some makeup, big guy. Don't worry.
You can't touch up a bulge.
We can. We can. Don't worry. I've been doing it for years.
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo. 7. People are going to be like, wow, Ghost Rider 7. You guys have fallen big
They're
time.
2-3.
Big time. Again,
Are they 3-2?
Reapers played their game. They played a defensive game. They held you under 50 points. You guys didn't have Trayvon. Big loss for you guys. Again, you didn't have Vaughn last week. You didn't have Trayvon this week. So you guys took two pretty big losses. But to get blown out by the Reapers, yeah, you guys are 7 this week. Again, these are volatile power rankings. This isn't like NBA power rankings. There's like a team in the NBA will play like 4 times a week. We only play once a week, and there's 10 games. So if you lose, you're going to fucking drop. You win, you're going to fucking rise. People should, besides La Familia, and that's when they beat the Magicians, and you guys don't move. Now if you beat the Magicians, you're going to move. Now I'm going to have to start doing that with the Dogs. If you beat the Dogs, you don't move. Come on,
fuck you. Fuck you.
You got to give me a fucking something. 6 this week, Panthers. Sorry. There were so many upsets, and you guys lost. Who's going to tell Steve the Kid that he's not supposed to take the 3-point shot to win the game? Was it you?
That's me.
All right, because, God damn it, that's Fritz's shot. Steve caught the ball, and I literally, before he shot it, I go, he's shooting this for sure. And didn't look at his teammates and fucking chucked one. And I was like, God damn it, Steve. Got to be better than that. Got to do better than that. It's a game you could have won, game you could have tied. That ball goes to Fritz. Fritz has been your ride or die.
Yeah.
Also, get Dom back. You guys are in these close games. We saw it against the Dogs. Dom went Dom mode and hit an insane layup. You need Dom back. It's a big loss. You guys are 6. 5? Let me make sure. I don't want to upset anybody. But I'm almost positive that it's Reapers basketball right there.
It is.
5 was Reapers basketball. Good for you, Reapers. Hey, shout out Nick. Nick, you finally hit a goddamn shot. I can't believe it. I almost threw up in my hands twice when you hit a fucking layup. Jesus Christ. Also, shout out Sterling.
That was tough.
Well, we knew Sway is your offensive guy. He's been your offensive guy all season. You know he's going to get his thing. He's going to play a lot of defense. It's sick that you have Nick and Sway on the same team. Vaughn really couldn't hunt the switches, because anytime you switch on to somebody, it's somebody more annoying guarding you.
Thanks.
Shout out Sterling, played really well. Shout out Josiah. He gave me a fucking, he hit a 3 and then he felt something on his finger and pointed at me, and I did the same thing back to him. We had a moment there. I really enjoyed it. No, they played great. They played Reapers basketball. And yes, I did say under when I thought they were going to, about scoring. I didn't think they were going to make it. But they did well. They did well.
Still alive, Parker. We're still alive.
Yeah, they scored 64. We didn't think they were going to be able to do it. They made me make an announcement about it, and I'm proud of them. Shout out Reapers. This is the highest you guys have been all season. Let's keep it up. Number 4, Magicians. I didn't get to watch this game early, but Magicians. Knock off the reigning champs of the power rankings for the last 4 weeks. Goblins undefeated. You handed them the defeat. They were a little undermanned. They were a little undersized for what they usually are. But big time. We have seen this trade. Mike just wants every other team besides the Dogs to win games.
I'm a cheater.
they have put. Yeah, he's a great owner. Since the trade, they have been so good. They have been so good. Again, you want Gary to be more of that facilitating point, but again, you don't want Phil to be forcing his stuff. How many hell yeahs did we hear from Mike Mitchell this week? I wasn't there, and I like to shout him out. But I'm proud. I'm proud of the Magicians. Number 3, Goblins. Oh, Goblins.
Oh.
Goblins, you lose the Magician, you drop 2. That's just what happens. I'm sorry. I know you guys were understand, but big week up, people are dropping. I still think...
Okay.
We were the Rangers.
I still think this is the most team in the league. They're the deep league right now. But if you don't have your people and Juan is not hitting his outside shots, you're going to have a very tough time. And you have a tough time against the Magicians. The Magicians. Also, shout out Magicians. Shout out Boog. We love you, Boog. Boogie, I don't know if you guys have noticed, has been there every week. He isn't even on a team, and he's there every week helping out. Huge character guy. We love you, Boog. Good luck. Magicians, you guys got a good one. Think about that. 2, my 2 guys over here, the Makos. Good win. You guys, again, this is a very reminiscent of 1v1. Do you remember when Braylon was out for a few weeks?
Yeah.
And you just completely torched the league for weeks. And we were like, holy shit, Braylon's coming back, and now they're adding that to 1v1. Like, what the fuck do we do? This was like deja vu from last season. You're starting to hit your shots again. I think the Makos are on an upward trend right now. Kyle, you're one of my favorite people to watch in the league because you just piss people off, and it makes me so fucking happy.
It's my job.
Because it's just like it's so easy to. You're the perfect professional. It just works. It just works. Luke, you have a great opportunity right now. Let's keep it up. Keep up the good stuff. And then we got number 1, La Familia, Coach Tone. You guys have the longest win streak in the league.
Yeah.
Braylon's playing well. Mike Parker will have his on-off, but he's always going to bring that intensity. You have John Kerry, who's fucking hilarious. I love John Kerry. I love watching him play, too. He's so fucking cool. You have a great team. Santi, again, every time he shoots, I think it goes in. And then anytime he shoots, I go, that's going in, goes in. Doesn't even hit anything but the net. And not just the outside of the net. You know what I'm talking about? If you airball hit the outside, I'm talking about inside the net. He's always inside the net. Yeah, La Familia. Good for you guys. Good for you. You, La Familia. Coach Tone, they're all going to be really happy because one week they beat the Magicians and I didn't move them up and they got really upset and started yelling at me. No, you guys are in this number 1 spot. And Coach Tone is now my front runner for Coach of the Year, the way this is looking right now. So,
What the fuck, man?
Mike, we got to win games, bud. And you'd be the first Coach of the Year with a negative rating.
What if I go 500?
He'll be Couch of the Year. I'll give him Couch of the Year.
I don't think a Coach of the Year has ever won 500 either. I think your running is long gone. I'm sorry, my friend.
Can I be owner of the year?
Who do you got winning next week? Magicians or the Dogs, Parker?
Ooh, Magicians, Dogs?
Yeah.
Be careful. I'm seeing you on Thursday.
It's the battle of the
Seeing you
trades.
tomorrow.
It's the battle of the trades.
Poison your drink. I'm gonna punch you in the other eye. So I'm gonna have to go Magicians. I'm sorry, you guys are.
He's done.
You guys are playing well. They're 2 wins. I know the Magicians can win because they've shown me they can win this season. I don't know if the Dogs can win. They haven't won this season.
Yeah, we have.
It's one of those things.
We won the scrimmages.
Not taking moral victories. I'm sorry. Taking moral victories. But
we play the Reapers this weekend.
Our rankings this week. I love you guys. It's so funny watching you on my TV and on my phone at the same time. It's fucking hilarious. And yeah, let's have another great week.
Thanks, Parker.
Thanks, Parker.
We'll see you tomorrow.
You're the man.
Good, man. I'll see you guys.
See you.
Peace. All right.
All right. Any insights about the power rankings?
I mean, yeah, there's people talking their shit.
I'm surprised he gave us 2. I'm surprised he gave us 2.
I am too.
I thought we were gonna be like 3 or 4.
But I do agree with the sentiment that the math doesn't math. If the Goblins go down 1 or go down 2 by losing to the Magicians, yet you guys beat the worst team short-handed, and you guys go up
like
3.
4, like 3.
Yeah.
And then I beat you guys, and you go up.
Well, the thing is, with you guys don't have. With you guys not having Dom, I think that's what he's taking into consideration, which I understand. it makes you guys worse.
I think we could, like I said earlier, I think we should have, if we handled what we were supposed to, we could have easily been 5-0. It's just we made our own mistakes. We just made
no, we beat ourselves most of the time.
We're right there.
All right, let's start with some league leaders. Halfway through the season, points per game. You got your boy over there in La Familia, Santi, dropping 24 points. You got Josue at second with 24 also. Braylon, 23. Yusef up there with 23.5. Vaughn, 22 points. You got two people tied at 6, Trayvon and Phil at 22 even. You got Juan, 20 points. And Chef, 19.5. And Dom dropping 18. Now, this is only through 4 weeks. The stats for last week didn't get inputted yet. So this is only for the first 4 weeks, technically. Any surprises up there?
Easy.
Oh, Sway's really surprised me.
Who's one?
I'm surprised. Phil is
Santi.
higher.
Yeah, but
I think Vaughn-
Santi scored less this previous week, so he's definitely not at the top. So did Sway. Yusuf didn't play, so he's staying the same. I think Bray scored less as well.
Sway
missed the game too.
The thing about Sway has to do that. He has to be around 20 or more every week to at least kind of keep him in the game.
Honestly, the list kind of stays the same because all these guys shot less than what their average is this season.
Yeah.
I mean, these are 9 of the best guys.
Yeah.
Bitch,
I can move to the top.
Yeah.
It's hard because your first
With assists.
4 games were not very good. With assists, well, that's the next one. Your first 4 games weren't very strong, so now your average, you really got to put up a lot of points. And Yusuf is taking 50 shots a game, so it's going to be tough for you to do so. Bing bong.
All right, let's talk about the floor generals on the court. Dudes passing the ball.
I made a list.
We got
Mike Parker, wow.
starting.
No, this is steals. This is steals.
Oh, steals?
Fuck.
Yeah, that looks
It
looks like assists, right?
I thought it was assist. Hold up. I got
Bro, 6 a game?
That's what I'm saying.
what motherfucker. Damn it.
But
I had deleted it. I thought it was the same thing.
I got you.
Thank
so
you.
Mike Parker leading the way with 6 assists a game.
Really?
Second, you got Chief with 5. You got Mike
I made
with
a list.
4.7 at third.
Do you have a fouls list? Because I'm at the top of that one.
You got Chef at 4th with 4.2. You got Vaughn with 4 even at 5.
That's a good one.
You got Trayvon with 3.7. 7, you got Dom coming in with 3.3. We got 3 dudes tied at 8 with Yusef, Brandon Steed, and Phil with 3 each.
Very disappointed.
Any surprise?
I should be on all these lists.
I'm surprised. I'm not. I'd be getting.
Well, I mean, it's hard for us because Yusuf hasn't been taking a lot of shots. So
No, I low key get like a what they call a dish of the week or whatever, dish of the day. I low key get one every week, but it's just like a normal basketball play that don't look crazy. Like the one overhead outlet pass to you this past week, that shit was clean. But I mean, that shit just looks normal. I mean, so it's not.
For those people always Mike Mitchell. I'm not gonna say it. Mike Mitchell every week complains. My play should be this. What? Yeah, he does.
That is.
What I need is, because it's more so about the promotion of the business, the commentators have to remember to call it out, and the cameramen have to make it look good. So it's not necessarily the best play that I pick. It's what looks good on camera, and the commentators remember. It's a trifecta of everything. So if I don't pick your play, A, maybe I just didn't see it, or B, it's because it's not meeting the criteria. So if you find a play that fits the criteria, send it to me, so then I don't have to look for it.
There we go.
All right. Let's go to rebounds per game. These are the big men
Phil.
that are grabbing the board.
Wow.
Felgus.
You got
Crazy
Phil.
ones.
How is nobody on our team even
9.2.
close?
Chili's got to be up there.
Yes,
Right?
What the
Oh,
fuck?
he's number
Yeah,
2.
Chili's
Yeah,
number two.
Second,
there
we
we
got
go.
Chili with 8.3. Coming in third, we got that boy Steven. Uno.
How does this work?
8.2.
Because Montel was on that list. Did you not even include him
well,
because he didn't
He
play?
played only 2 games out of the 4. I think.
He played 3, right? Or he played 2?
No, he played 2.
Played 2.
Okay. He was like 9 point something.
Yeah. Dom, we got Dom at 8. We got Mike Mitchell at 7, taking that 5th spot. Then we got 3 dudes at 6.2, tied for 6. We got Fritz, Juan, and Axel.
Fritz.
And then we're tied at 7. We got Trayvon and Quentin.
This is
Both at
rebounds?
6. Yeah, rebounds.
Fritz. Okay,
Fritz
Fritz.
up there, yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Fritz
very
getting up
disappointed.
there.
I'm not on any of these lists.
Yeah.
I'm going to fix that. For sure.
Any surprise besides Phil? Like Phil surprised.
Nah, Fritz.
I'm surprised Phil's
Fritz
got that
on the
many,
rebounds.
but
Axel. y'all got it. Axel's not getting enough credit for what he's doing.
No, Axel
He is hustling. He's getting boards with no vertical. Getting all those boards, 6 boards is crazy.
Yeah, you know what's crazy? We play I've played pickup with him several times now. You know he does that pickup all the time.
Yeah,
just like he's always in the right spot. Yeah, always in the right spot. Kicks it right back out. You get so many open extra shots off that. If he keeps doing that, I mean, that'll help the Ghost Riders a lot.
It's not that dude. If he grabs the board, it's everybody else more likely is going right back up with it.
Yeah.
He's gonna grab it and kick it out.
And make the right back.
Yeah.
I'm surprised Nick is not on that list. I feel like Nick gets a lot of boards.
That's what I thought too.
But he doesn't get that many. But when he grabs one, it's like, oh shit.
Yeah. All right, steals per game, as you guys saw. Mike Parker leading the way with 6.2. That's not assists. That's steals. That's got to be like a record. It has to be a record.
Yeah, that's.
Second, we got.
He made a list, Joel.
Yeah, he made a list.
That's not enough. Way too low.
Second, we got Chef with 3.7. Yusef with 3.2, holding the third spot. We got 3 dudes at fourth. Chris, Sauce, Santi, John, all averaging 2.2. Then you got Sterling at fifth with 2 even. Then you got Braylon up there playing some defense.
Okay.
1.7. And then tied for 7, you got 1v1 and DeAndre, each with 1.5.
If somebody's averaging 6 steals as a league, we just gotta be better. Once somebody's averaging 6 steals, you just can't hand them the basketball. So
I mean, I've told how many people stop drilling to fucking double teams. 4 of La Familia's guys are on that list.
Yeah.
What are we doing? Stop dribbling to the double teams. I had 5 turnovers on my team in the last 5 minutes of the game because they dribbled into double teams. It's wild. How does nobody know how to break a press? Is there that little IQ in this league? It is wild to me.
When they pressed us, we handled it pretty well. I think we only had 1 turnover.
Yeah.
1 turnover. But literally, all right, I'll give you guys the handbook. Inbounder, I've always been inbounder. Every team I've ever played on, college, pro, high school, it don't matter. You inbound the ball to the guard. He stays even with the guard. Okay, then you have 2 guys in the wing. 1 flashes middle. As soon as you get the ball in the middle, the wings run, and you usually got a 3-on-2 or a 2-on-1 or some situation like that. So I mean, the less you dribble, the more you break it. So that's kind of simple basketball.
Been asking for it. We did it for 30 minutes, and then we just said, let's just try to dribble. Let's just see what happens if we dribble. Fucking idiots.
All right, let's talk about Week 6 predictions. Get the second half going. Game 1, we got the Goblins.
Before you start, shout out your girlfriend. These graphics are very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Shout out
She did a very good job.
my girlfriend.
Very good job.
Shout out Laura. All right, back to the Goblins. You got the Goblins after their first loss, going up against La Familia, who's on a hot streak with 4 wins. Who do you got 1v1?
Man, I'm not gonna lie. Goblins have been playing great. I think these are 2 well coached. They play well together. Everybody knows their role. I feel like I got La Familia. I got La Familia. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like Braylon Pat has another great game. Is Santi playing?
I believe so. I think everybody should be playing.
Except for Kyle King. I don't know about Tyreek because his was a back injury. That's why he missed.
Yeah.
So I don't know if he's missing again because of the back or if it's not lingering or if he's just going to suck it up because they lost.
Yeah.
I don't know where that's at, but I know Kyle King has 0 dedication to the league and he's got a wedding. So, I got a wedding too, Kyle. I'm still coming.
I feel like La Familia has just a little bit more scores that still know how to play basketball the right way. So I feel like Juan's playing great. I feel like Dre playing phenomenal. Is it X or Chef? Chief. I'm sorry, Chief. Chief is playing phenomenal. And then there's one more guy, a lot of mid-range.
Oh, DeAndre?
Brandon Steed.
Oh, Brandon Steed.
He's a killer on the mid-range. So I feel like if Brandon keeps shooting those mid-range shots, he can get a lot of boards too. I'm surprised he gets a lot of boards, but I feel like La Familia, they do the right things. They overpower the Goblins, for sure.
What do you think, Kyle?
I got La Familia. I think the Goblins are going to slowly pretty much go 500 the rest of the way. They started off great, but I feel like they're not going to finish strong. I feel like Juan's going to have a bounce-back game. I think he's going to have a great game. I just think, I don't know if the rest of his team is. Because if you just match up apples to apples, La Familia has 2 or 3 solid players. After Juan, it's that's if you're just comparing apples to apples, La Familia's got it. So.
How about you, Mike? We're not skipping you this week.
Thank you. The question mark is Tyreek. If Tyreek plays, that definitely changes the whole dynamic of the game because La Familia doesn't have any answer to that.
Yeah.
I agree that Familia is better coached. They have more weapons. I think Goblins both teams are really bought in. But I'm going to go Familia. I love the Juan and Braylon. They used to play together in high school. They've known each other for years. That's the reason why Juan's in the league. I love that. That's going to be a great matchup. Like you said, then who's guarding Santi?
Yeah.
Because I'm assuming Chief is going to have to guard Mike Parker. John Kerry's going to cause them a lot of headaches because he is just fast. He's aggressive, grabs boards. And then Santi. Nobody's going to be able to guard Santi. I don't see the solution for that. I guess Brandon Steed, but they have him coming off the bench. You have him start. It's a whole different dynamic. I don't know what the Goblins' answer is. I agree.
He's the X factor. If he gets 15 points, it'll be a ball game. It'll be close.
I think,
if he gets like 5, it's not gonna happen.
I think last week with Juan struggling, Brandon should have done more. In a game like that, where Dre is playing well, if Brandon steps up and he gets you 15-20, which he can, they would have won last week. So Brandon needs to kind of sense that. And as a team, they need to sense that and figure out, hey, Juan's not hitting. Who's next? And Dre was next, but all right, who's next? Yeah. You have to have options. Yeah. And
I like Dre. He's one speed, steady.
Luka.
He doesn't get rushed. He does his thing.
Yep.
If he's open, I'm gonna do this. If he's not, he's just gonna keep on playing. I like how he plays.
Very smart.
Yeah.
But I would pick Familia.
Yeah, I'm going La Familia also. But I'm not going to go into details. I'm going La Familia.
No. Across the board.
Game two. We got the Makos versus the Reapers. All right, we're going to swing it back to you, Kyle.
Yeah, I'm not a big shit talker. Only on the court. But I feel like this is a statement game for us.
Yeah.
I feel like we need to beat them by over 20. I feel like we do to make a statement. To kind of get.
And you feel like you guys can?
Yeah, I feel like we can. They have no size. No offense to Josiah Chai. To me and Q, he's a baby. We need to do this. Yeah. We need to win by 20. Just handle business. Yeah.
Same mentality as last week? Or?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. Same mentality.
Yusef going to be there.
That's not a problem. I think, with the team, I was playing a glue guy role versus being myself. If you look at the scrimmage, we had no problem. I had 18. I think Yusuf had 15. And it was 43-43. I think we were rushing the game, but it was a good defensive game. But I played well. Yusuf played well. So I feel like if I try to take the lead role, and I think Yusuf, we don't have any. There's no ego between me and Yusuf. So as long as I do what I'm supposed to do, he feels like he has to step up because he feels like I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do. He feels like, okay, maybe a couple of our guys aren't shooting the shots that are open or are trying to force some stuff. So Yusuf has been coming with the energy, coming with the will to win. Out of all of our team, he has the will to win. And he's the most emotional, he's the most passionate about the game. So I love that about him. But I think as long as I do what I'm supposed to do, and I start and I take the kind of take the wheel, I think Yusuf adds to that, and then I think we get the dub for sure.
What do you think, Mike?
I would go Makos of the two, just simply size and ability to score. Once again, it's the same issue. The thing is, the difference between Ghost Riders and the Makos is the Makos have multiple options to score the ball. The Ghost Riders with no Trayvon and Vaughn is your main offense. It was really easy for the Reapers to key in on that, shut him down, and he's easy to get triggered. It is easy to trigger Yusuf. The difference is Yusuf will still hit shots. Vaughn completely will shut down. And they're two different players in that regard. Yusuf can still, he's a fucking psychopath, but he'll still score even when he's angry or praying or whatever the fuck he's doing on the court. He'll still score. He'll still score through all of that. So Turban and all, I got faith in Yusuf to get that W. I'm gonna go Makos.
I'm gonna follow you there. I'm gonna go Makos. Now it's not gonna be everybody. I think everybody thinks it's gonna be the high scoring, but I think up front, Josue and Nick is going to make it very difficult for you and Yusuf. You guys are going to get yours for sure, but it's going to be a little bit of difficult.
If we win by 20, it'll be 60-40. It'll be something that
The reason I say you guys win by 20 is because the ball gets moved around.
And I'll be honest.
Outside of 1v1,
I've shot the ball below average this season. So literally, if I only if I shoot
for us, below average.
If I literally shoot
against me.
If I shoot how I'm supposed to, it makes it easier for both those guys to handle the ball all the time. So because they have to stay more honest. So
we got a clean sweep for the Makos. Game 2. All right, game 3, we got. Nope, not that one.
No, the graphics snap. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
We
I
got
like
the Ghost
these.
Riders versus the Panthers.
I wonder why Eric got the. Oh no, that's
Nah,
Steve the Kid.
That's Steve.
Okay, Steve. I
I was gonna put myself down.
Steve the Kid. Steve the Kid made it, man.
Be a
Okay.
little humble.
Kyson, yeah.
Hey, Kyson came right out. And,
Kyson had a big game.
Yeah,
Yeah,
came
for
right out and
sure.
did his thing.
Big game. Snap. So what do you think? What do you think when we won?
I'm not gonna lie.
Panthers.
I like you guys. I think you guys have the most pieces in the league. Me personally, you have so many options. I just think, at least for me, if I was a captain, I don't pick a bunch of guys that can score and do everything. I pick guys who know their role. So as long as you guys can kind of play within your role, Steve the Kid, he does what he's supposed to do. Dom is aggressive, and then
Dom's not playing.
oh, Dom's not playing.
No, Dom's basically dead. His hamstring is fucked.
Yeah, until the dogs.
I think I still got the Panthers for sure. I think Eric is definitely a great force on the bench. He's super vocal. He's a great coach. Ref maybe not. But I like the Panthers. I'm not gonna lie. I like Ghost as a coach as well. But I just feel like, again, like they're easy to implode. I think you guys have a bit more. You're a bit more. What's the word for it? Sustainable as a team. So I like you guys.
What about you, Kai? Following? You're going the other way.
I don't know. I feel like you've been a little more passive. This year, focused on being more of a coach, which is fine. Compared to last season. Last season, you had more of impact as a player. I mean, you did some more things on the floor. But this, honestly, if I was gonna pick like game of the week, this would probably be the game of the week. This is probably the most. If everybody shows up except Dom, this is a very even matchup. I'm just gonna go with the Ghost Riders this week. I just got a feeling that if Trayvon's back and Vaughn, I'm just thinking matchups. One of them is gonna have a mismatch. Fritz matches up with him well, but nobody on your team really matches up with Vaughn that well as far as like guard and quickness. So I'm just gonna go with them. But close game, but I feel like
I definitely think it's a close game.
yeah, it's gonna be a very close game, but I feel like they got it.
All right, Mike, you get to break the tiebreaker. 1-1.
It's hard because I want to pick you guys, but the way that I saw you struggle with Mike Parker makes me wonder about the way that you're going to be able to guard Vaughn. Because Mike Parker, I guarded him. He didn't get a bucket on me. Just being honest. You guys could not keep your feet in front of him to save your life. You guarded him multiple times, and he just went right around you. I think that Vaughn is pretty much just as quick as Mike Parker. And if you guys can't figure out how to move your feet, you're going to be fried. Because Vaughn will cook you from, like, Mike Parker had a good game getting to the hole. He hit a really tough mid-range shot, but, like, he's not hitting outside shots. Vaughn will hit outside shots, too. He'll really open the floor for that team. Trayvon being back, I'm assuming Fritz is going to guard Trayvon, and then you're going to put, Dallas or you on Vaughn. I do agree it's kind of a tough matchup. I like your team. I think your team is the most fun to watch. And the two people I like the most to watch on your team are Gino and Andre. Because, dude, Gino
Comes in
will
and whacks
take
somebody.
Dude, he'll take a three at the top of the key. Know damn well he has no business taking it. Miss it, sprint after it, grab the board, and put it right back up. And he gets so many points off of that, and I love it. His hustle is phenomenal. It takes the half-court shot with 30 seconds left in the Celly games completely off the table for him. I love the way he's playing this season. And then Andre Berg with the banana headband, hitting a three every week. Those two are the most
You
fun
hit it this
people to
week,
watch.
I promise I'm going to leave you in, bro.
Yeah, don't
I got you, I got you.
Don't! It's been working. Take him out.
He is the most consistent player.
Yeah.
Most consistent.
I love
player.
your team, but I do agree you guys are probably going to struggle defensively against this team. I'll go Ghost Riders, but as they're saying in the chat, it's the curse of me. So you guys could get a win off of that.
I like it.
Vaughn loves his right hand. He's going to do a little hezzy out of the right hand.
hezzy.
If you literally, there was a dumb highlight of me where he just runs into a brick wall, runs into me, literally, because if you force him left, you're going to cut 20 points into 10 points. It's just being disciplined.
And if you're physical,
yeah.
you'll do what the Reapers did last week. You just have to be physical with them.
Just not let up. Not let up.
I've said it how many times. You've been here every time I've said it.
Yep.
Very easy to guard. You just have to do it.
All right, game 4. We got the Magicians coming off their winning streak against the 0-5 Dogs.
looking to get their
Great
first
graphics.
Yeah.
Great graphics.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And is that me exhausted?
Yeah, that's the dogs.
Who is gonna play with me?
What do you think, Kyle? Who you got in this one?
I don't want to keep stomping on a dead cause, but the Magicians got this one. They've clicked the last 2 weeks.
Yep.
And you know what? I mean, I know it's not the full picture where we played the Dogs last week, but it'll be different having everybody there. But team-wise, they're, even though it was crazy to start season, they at the moment have the better team cohesion, it looks like, compared to the Dogs. But yeah, I feel like that's going to be another close game.
Yeah. I feel like all games are probably going to be close this week.
Yeah.
The Magicians also?
Man, I love dogs, man. I love animals, but nah, man. Forming a team, I gotta go with the Magicians for sure. I feel like they, from the first couple of games, they were like, it was chaos. But I feel like now they've calmed down, especially with their sideline coach.
Yeah, but he's gone now.
Oh, he's gone.
Yeah,
He's gonna be on FaceTime or something.
He's gone. If he comes anywhere near it, he's gone.
He's not even on the other side.
He's gone. No, there is no Darvis. That's not part of it. We voted on that in week 2. He's gone. He should have been gone in week 2, and he's done. He's done.
He made his impact.
He did. He did a great job.
You got you guys 2 wins.
Yeah, if Boogie's wearing an AirPod down the court, you know what's going on. But no, he's gone. That's not a thing. I can go hire a coach if I wanted to coach for our team.
Sure.
Like that's not what we're doing.
Yeah, I think one of the keys to you guys, if you guys learn how to use Spank a little bit more, just figure out how to. Because I played with Spank outside of Celly Nation. One of the only guys I played with outside of Celly Nation, and he's very good at going to the hole. He has a great mid-range shot. I just think in the game, he's just a little bit too sped up. And I feel like that's how it was for me in the first couple games. So if he learns how to calm down, makes those right cuts, AJ knows how to find him. You guys be aggressive. I think y'all definitely could pull out the win, but I think Magicians are a better cohesive unit right now. I think Gary will find ways to not only score but feed the ball, and like say Phil's going to do Phil. I think I got to go with the Magicians for sure, former team.
There's got to be a game here next week or two where Chili has close to 20 just off layups. There's going to be a week where it clicks. He just can't miss forever.
Yeah, he can. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm going Magicians also.
No, fuck you too.
I'm riding the wave, same as last week. They're high.
I would love for the Dogs to win 3-3.
The morale is up. They lost
last week.
If AJ has a great game, just like he did, but I feel like AJ has to have a great game, then Chef, and then you be that anchor on defense, and then like say Spank has like 10, 12. I feel like that.
Well, we forget Montel too. Montel helps.
Montel, I play with Montel on the Crocs. Montel is definitely a board, but I just don't feel like he contributes enough on the offensive end. With being able to get those rebounds, if he was able to like just immediately go back up, draw those fouls, and score those free throws, I think you guys, it's definitely an added piece. But it seems like he's playing a lot more passive. He doesn't really use his athleticism, I feel, as he could. So I don't think he makes the biggest difference, but I think he definitely helps.
Yeah, if he comes in, he's aggressive, like on both ends.
Yeah, he's
from what I've seen from him, like playing pickup with him and stuff, he's kind of like just floats around, and he kind of just like if he's like locked in and like, all right, I'm gonna go grab every board, or if I'm gonna rip this, I'm gonna rip through and go get this layup. Like if he plays like that, that's huge for you guys, huge. But I also think Spank, like just using our game last week, he caught the ball in a lot of in between spots. He didn't catch it like in his spot. If he's catching it on the 3-point line, if he's not ripping through, taking 1 or 2 dribbles, if he's doing something else with that,
he's catching just.
If he's doing that, in my opinion, that's too much. There's a lot of guys in this league that do too much with the ball. If you simplify it, one, you're not gonna wear yourself out. Two, you're just gonna make it easier for yourself.
I had a turnover just because I just dribbled way too much. So it's the same thing. I feel like with Spank, he's not catching the ball
in the right spots.
Comfortable. He's just a couple passes that it was a couple bad passes that he got, but I just feel like he's catching the ball with 2 guys around him, and he's in his head. I feel like he feels like he has to score. It's not like he's like, okay, let me spread the floor out. Let me try to like make the right play. He's just like, I get the ball. He's trying to get a layup immediately. He's trying to shoot immediately. So I feel like if he calms down, slows down, he definitely can be a better asset to you guys, for sure.
What do you got, Mike? What do you think?
Dogs.
No. Honestly.
What? Wild.
No.
I give you cookies. I give you liquor.
No, but seriously though, what's the rest of their schedule for the rest of the season?
We got magicians, then Ghost Riders, then Goblins, then Panthers, then Reapers.
I think you can beat the Ghost Riders.
I feel all right. Not to be fucked up. I feel like they get 2 wins.
2 wins.
2 wins. Yeah.
I think we go 5-5.
I think you beat the Reapers.
I feel like they beat the Reapers. I feel like they
What's
beat the
your
Reapers.
mentality going into this game, Mike?
My mentality is the same that it's been the whole season and the same that it's
That's
been
how
in
you
the
gotta
3
be.
seasons that I just won.
Yeah.
So I know what it takes to win. My guys got to match me because I am a winner. I have been a winner. They both just played against me. I stole a rebound over top of him, which I cannot jump with him.
Yeah.
I stole the ball out of here. Like,
Yeah, that's the first time I ever when I ripped through on somebody. He swiped the ball and I was kind of shocked. So I was like, damn.
I'm playing hard, man. I want to win. I get made fun of when I come home. I get made. This is the first week I haven't got made fun of on the car ride home because she understood we were just outmatched.
Yeah.
I'm playing as hard as I can, as good as I can. I'm working throughout the week. I'm hoping that Montella is that missing piece.
Yeah.
I need Pat to be sober. I need Ryan to be aggressive. I need Mitch to hit open shots.
I expect more from Pat because last year he didn't really, do much, and this year so far it's
I'm
kind
just,
of.
I'm being blunt. I'm being honest. I'm gonna say the names that we need. Spank's got to finish a layup. I got to finish a layup. We have to figure out how to get everybody together, cohesive, and to want to win as much as I want to win.
Yeah.
And if we can do that, we win. If we can't, we don't deserve to win. I said that in week 1 when we lost to the Goblins. We deserved to lose that game. My team didn't understand why I said that. I said that because they were a team. My team still doesn't want to talk in the group chat. My team still is not a team. We're not going to win a game if we're not a team. And if we go 0-10, there's no more Selling Nation. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just fucking with you.
We forfeit.
No, but we go 0-10. It's our own fault.
Yeah.
I've been begging to have a practice. My guys won't practice. I've been begging to meet up just to play. We finally got pickup on Monday. It's pulling teeth to want to win a game.
Yeah.
There's not much more I can do except for draft different people. That's all that I could have done, and that's my own fault. So I'm hoping that my guys can rally around, play hard, and finish out the season. Once again, in my opinion, this is the most talented roster. Head to toe. If they play the way that they can play, I like my 9. I do. I have complete faith. We can go 5-5. We can win a championship. I still have faith in that. My guys need to feel the same way. They say they do, but actions speak louder than words. That's all I'm saying.
The bottom 2 teams this year, it's different.
Are out.
Or they don't know
Yep.
playoffs.
No playoffs.
You guys got your work.
We're close. Yeah, we're
I know.
close.
You gotta.
Yeah, we have to
yeah,
win.
Yeah.
We have to win.
You had a great responsibility of getting Pat Klein his first win in Selling Nation. Now you double that. With
I don't. He has it. I have wins. My record.
Oh, wow.
I could go.
The same team.
I could go 0-10. I still have one of the best
Well,
win
that
percentages
was
in the league.
last week was
He-
my first win against the Dogs, and this is my 3rd season.
Yeah,
Come on, my boy.
He
at the end,
has the
everybody
responsibility to show up sober. He has the responsibility to want to win when we have 6 guys. At a certain point, when I'm busting my ass and I'm losing 4 pounds in a day because of the sweat that I poured out on the court, I can't do much more. When you go 0 for 6 or 7 from the field because you got drunk the night, I can't do much more.
Yeah, you can't complain about that.
I can't. I can't get mad.
I'm not gonna lie to you. As if I was a captain, I would never single myself out. In huddles, yeah, I'd be doing exactly what you're doing.
I don't though. I do the opposite. I'm only doing that now. In the huddle, it's team.
Yeah.
But this is what I'm saying. This is what people see.
I don't give a fuck what they see. They need to. They need to know.
He's a
They
competitor.
need,
No,
bro. He's a
Francis, come on,
competitor,
you-
they need to know we're 0-5, bro.
Media trained.
I am. Before this season, I was 21-2 in the past 3 seasons.
That's crazy.
I was 21-2.
Yeah.
I went undefeated. I lost a game.
Now they're reaching bandit territory.
Yeah, you did beat us, and I wanted to beat y'all in return. But like, all I'm saying is, it's not acceptable, and I have to call guys out because I haven't been.
Yeah.
I haven't been calling guys out. And if you're just gonna come out and let's just play on a Sunday,
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to just play on a Sunday. I want to fucking win.
Yeah.
I spend thousands of hours and dollars on this fucking league. I want to win games. I'm not here. I didn't set all this up to get made fun of on my own podcast. Like, I'm trying to fucking win. And if you guys can't match my energy, fuck you. Truthfully. You guys gotta want to win. There's gotta be some kind of level of meeting me at my energy.
There's dudes in this league that pay to play on Sundays, and there's dudes that pay to win.
Ooh,
That's
come on now.
a huge difference. And I think I got a bunch of dudes that pay to win. So
You got a great team. Almost every single team has a team full of guys that are really dedicated to winning, and I love that.
yes.
I love that. I love it for the league. I want my guys like that. And for whatever reason, they accept the L's, and I don't. And if I got to call out names, I will call out names. The issue is they're probably not going to watch this.
No.
So then what do? Is somebody going to send it? Because our group chat doesn't talk, so they're not going to send it in the group chat.
Clip it.
I'll clip it and I'll send it to you. And they still won't watch it. I write out a huge message of what to do defensively against each one of you guys, each team that we played. Nobody reads the shit. Or one or two people. What the fuck are we doing?
Yeah.
You can't win games like
You need
this.
buy-in. You need buy-in.
You need to buy in.
Sounds like the dog's about to hit the wall. Make or break time.
It is.
Make
It
or
is.
break, yeah.
And I can't do much more. I'm going to keep doing me.
Put 'em all on the block.
Bro, I'm still going to write out a scouting report. I'm still going to try to get a practice. I'm still going to do all the shit that I've been doing, and I'm still going to hustle my ass off on Sunday. And if I can't pull out a win, I'm going to do the same thing the next week, and the next week, and the next week, and the next week, till the season is done.
Leave it on the table.
That's all I can do.
Yeah.
But if we can't win, we can't win. I'm not gonna do anything more than that.
That's right.
How's your group chat? Is your group chat like
Oh, we live.
engaged?
Yeah,
or
we're engaged. I wouldn't say it's 9 for 9, but we're engaged. We're engaged. For sure.
We actually
Yeah.
we had first 2 weeks where there was only 8 of us. Then Darius finally accepted our request.
Yeah.
No.
And then
You guys are cool.
But
You guys
since
are
then we've been pretty locked in for the most part. Yeah. So
I think I said we've done group calls. Only thing
Yeah,
we
we do
haven't
that, yeah,
we
we
haven't
do that.
practiced outside of
Yeah.
the, so we can't we want to implement a 2-3, but we're a little bit
and
nervous.
some of the guys like I know
When you
like
don't
Q's my boy and everything. Like he works Monday through Friday. He's a truck driver and
Yeah.
everything. So it's hard for him during the week
Yeah.
and stuff. So I mean
I get
everybody
that
still
too.
got lives and that,
People
but
work. You have
yeah,
jobs, you know.
yeah.
Yeah, but there's a time that you could, and Q's got kids, Spank's got kids, Chef's got a kid.
I got a 3-month-old. So.
Yeah, like we got kids, we got families. I get it's difficult.
Mhm.
You guys are 3-2. We're 0-5. I'm asking for an hour. You know what I'm saying? Like
sure,
you can make an hour.
24 of those a day.
You can make an hour for sure.
Yeah.
And I'm willing to drive anywhere in the state to make that hour work.
Yeah.
Wherever the fuck we got to do at any time. And I run 2 businesses. We can fucking make an hour work.
Yeah.
Because I know what that did for us last season, and it can make a huge difference this season. That's all that it is. I get it's not everybody's top priority. There's other people in different leagues. There's other guys that are pro. I get it. Because it's good, bro. You're in Celly Nation. None of us are this fucking like huge entity where there's no LeBron James. Let's drop the
We're
egos.
working on it.
Yeah. But like, we gotta make time if you're losing.
Yeah.
For sure.
We'll start a training camp next season before the season starts. Get everybody right.
I had it going last year. I had like 9 guys consistently going.
All right. Anything in the chat we need to talk about, or any questions?
Nick said, Mike, I'll be your captain next season. Call him out, you won't pussy. Kyson, I just called everybody out. Pay to talk shit to all of you. Kyson, you don't have to pay to talk shit. You can just talk shit.
Shout out Kaiser. Kaiser had a big game.
There's nothing really good here in interaction-wise.
So how did that go down? He
I
got
love
traded
you
from
too,
one
Ashley.
team to another team.
Yeah, he was on 3 teams in 4 days. That's a record.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
crazy.
Yeah, it was mutual. There's somebody on the Magicians that didn't want Kyson, and Kyson did not want to be in the Magicians, so they were able to work that trade out. And Jaquan was actively, with no, there's no reason behind it because the Ghost Riders were on a winning streak at this point. Jaquan was actively asking for a trade.
Yeah. What happened to J-Ball?
He quit.
What?
I heard he's still on the block. I heard he's still trying to play. Still trying to hoop, man.
He's trying to ask to be joining a team. That's not how the league works. It has to be a trade.
Yeah.
9 players is the max on a roster. He wasn't happy with his PT.
Free J-Ball, man.
They were down 22. They pulled it within 3, and the only thing that he cared about was his playing time instead of the other 2 people that were on the bench next to him that whole entire run who were supporting their team that went on a 19-point run.
For him, that's a small guard heavy team.
Yeah.
So I mean, you got a lot of comp.
Yeah.
It's a
But
good
that
time.
goes back to what I said. There's dudes that pay just to play. and there's dudes that pay to win.
For sure, yeah.
Those are dudes that
I'm just trying to win.
Yeah.
I don't care about it.
So there's what is that 10-minute rule?
10 minutes a game.
10 minutes.
Everybody's got to play 10 minutes. I mean,
there's been
the
sometimes
captain's
it's close. It's close.
The captain snitch.
Yeah.
The captain
And
snitch.
also you,
To get
I don't know if
advantage, probably.
I like it. I like it in terms of everybody gets they run, but at the same time, like I feel like if you're a part of a team, you do whatever it takes to win. So if this game, like if I'm having a bad game, sit me down.
Yeah.
Sit me down. And
You will never sit 10 minutes, or you will never play less than 10 minutes in a game.
Yeah.
But I'm
In
just-
this league,
from this
yeah.
point of view, it's like I paid $100. I got 10 games.
what you said? Pay. Some people pay to play.
Yeah.
Some people pay to win.
You're right. Now, if you're that person that paid to win, I paid $100. I'm just here to get the jersey. If you want me to sit on the
Trophy,
bench,
you know what I
cheer
mean?
you guys on, I'm there for it. And there's good
Not a
dudes.
single person
I
in the
want my guys
last.
to play.
There's not a single person in the last. No, in the last round that feels that way.
No, not at all.
There's people in the 7th and 6th round that feel that way.
Yep.
There's not a single person in the last round that feels that way. Every single person in the last round
But
wants their minutes, and they're owed their minutes.
Yeah,
So for
yeah,
me,
like-
as an owner, I have to make sure that I prioritize that.
Yeah.
That is the most important part.
Right.
Until we change the whole dynamic of the league, or until we make the next league,
Yeah.
then it's going to be different.
I like it. Like I want every guy on my team to score 5+.
Yeah.
5+.
I mean, the 10-minute rule, it's like you're guaranteed an opportunity to go out there and prove that I deserve more than these 10 minutes.
But I just feel like it's like a participation trophy. I'm not gonna lie,
The
because it's
10
like who people put in the work get the time.
Here's the
get the
thing.
shots.
Here's the
That's how I
thing. We're
feel.
not kids no more trying to make their high school team,
That's
or
what I'm
it's like
saying.
we're all men now.
Men, yeah.
So I mean, if you're gonna play only 5, 6, 8 minutes, go contribute. Do
Yeah.
your thing. Like, all right, I'm good at rebounding. I'm good at
Actually,
sets.
what did you do? In
That's
those
the. I mean, that's the
5
goal.
minutes?
That's in the perfect world. That's the
Yeah.
goal for everybody. Does that always happen? No.
Yeah.
No,
But
not at all.
But the issue is people don't know their role,
Yeah.
and that's
Oh,
the biggest.
yeah.
That's the
Some
biggest part.
Some people
I
just
barely
don't
know
get told
my
their
role.
role.
I really know my role.
God, I haven't read any of these comments. There's so many comments,
I
guys.
saw there was a
Thank you.
lot popping
Oh, yeah.
up there.
Yeah, appreciate you guys for being active in the chat.
Yeah.
You just talk amongst yourselves. I got a black eye. I can't really read. But yeah, you guys. Wow, goddamn. If you're talking shit about me, go fuck yourself. Talking about shit about any of these guys, go fuck yourself. Other than that, we
No, I
love
don't
you.
mind.
No J-ball.
Hey, look. Anybody talk shit about me? Check up.
No, I don't think. I don't think they are. I don't think they are.
Or Vaughn say, play me for money.
Here's the most honest statement anybody's ever said. Sway said this about me last season. He said, Kyle's probably the only person you can't piss off in this league. I'm like, yeah, because I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I'm going to go out and do my thing regardless. So.
All right. That's the end of the podcast. Guys, we do this every week, every Wednesday. If it's your first time, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. If there's a bell, make sure you hit it so you get notified when we do this. We like to say 8 o'clock, maybe 8:30, maybe 9 o'clock. Maybe
It's normally
9:30.
8:30, but it's never gonna happen at 8:30.
Maybe 9:15.
I say 8:45 next week. 8:45. I don't remember who we have on, but I'll figure that out later. There's like
Andre's been trying to get on.
I told like so many people that they're coming
Yeah.
on next week. So Shot Doc asked, he had top priority because he actually provided something of value.
Yep.
So if you want to be nice and you
Bring-
want to,
bring gifts.
not just ask for
Shout out
favors,
Bumble.
then then you get
Bring
get
gifts.
special treatment. So we'll see what happens.
But it was a good one. See you guys next week. Peace.
Peace. Thank you for having us.
Thank you for coming.
For sure, yeah. I was on time.
That's